Yeah. Yo, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? Here we are. Sit down Saturday with your boy G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. And here we are on Saturday, July 29th, 2023. And outside of the great recording and the great channel of the Cowboy Huddle, there is a main event going on tonight. We do have the Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight tonight. Who y'all got? You don't say. Me too. I'm going with Earl Spence, the Dallas native. I told you everything that goes on in Dallas, I support it. I support everything and anything that's from the DFW area. That's me. So yeah, I'm rolling with Earl the True Spence. Earl Big Fish Spence. Earl the underground or something they call this guy. But yeah, it should be a great fight, man. It's good to know that we finally got this fight getting ready to take place, and should be a great one since the Tommy Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, the Ali and Frazier, the Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard, all the great fights back in the past. This is one that's going to go down in history as one of those fights. So yeah. But anyway, here we are, man. Saturday morning. Yeah, we are getting ready to get started. Our weekend, which mine started yesterday. Sat on the patio, enjoyed the little weather, and just kind of hung out at home and just chilled out. So hope all you guys are doing good on today. Here we are, the Cowboy Huddle, where we come together and talk Cowboy talk. And right now, we are going into our first week of training camp. And man, from the research and some of the videos I've been studying, we got some things going on. Basically what we've seen. I kind of jotted down some names of people that I have been watching. Oh my gosh, I saw a video of the opening ceremony for, I guess, today. One thing about going to Oxnard, if you don't get there early, you're going to be in a long, long line. And I'm not just saying a standing line, but a vehicle line. So you gotta line up, line your vehicles up, and I mean it goes for miles. If you're not there early, so get ready to, have a full tank, turn your car off, kind of kick back or whatever. But it's a slow process. It's a lot slower than going to Frisco. It is. Frisco is a lot more accessible, because it's at the stadium. This one here is more at an open field in Oxnard. But Frisco is a lot more accessible. You have free parking, and you're indoors. And if you got skills, you can go out on the outdoor field and line up against your spouse and make her look bad. Give her one of those jabs and 1 foot plant, and then come to the outside and look over your shoulder, and you go down in history as a hero. Don't worry about her being upset that you ran past her, but just run past her, catch the ball, and then go back to her and spike it in her face, and then take her to lunch. That's how you do that. But yeah, you have your chance to be a hero. So now if she does it to you, you will be a zero. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of video, doing a lot of studying as far as what we've seen so far since we started the camp, and we know we have one injury, and basically that's Donovan Wilson. So now it says that according to, it's been reported from ESPN, Donovan Wilson could be out from 4 to 6 weeks after he suffered a right calf injury during practice. The safety will likely miss all of preseason games and is now questionable for the Cowboys opener against the Giants on September 10th. So this must be a level 2. Level 1 is pretty much up to 1 to 3 weeks. Level 2 is 3 to 6 weeks. The severity of the injuries. And it's so ironic, man. It's so ironic that we are seeing the injuries. And I call it hilarious to a point to where now these guys are wearing jerseys and shorts, and they're wearing helmets, and they're wearing shells on top of their helmets. You see, I come from the time of the hard knocks. We went to practice twice a day. 2 days, they called it. I remember training camp being up in Midwestern, up in North Texas. Jimmy Johnson had them out there in the heat, and they was banging. I mean, head banging. I mean, they were doing an all-out scrimmage. And that's what we did in high school. But, man, I just, we getting all these soft tissue injuries. And it's just different. These guys are not even making contact. And, I mean, we look at Joe Burrows. Joe Burrows is out. Jalen Ramsey is out. He had to have, I think, ACL. The crap. Strange. So with that being said, now knowing that Donovan Wilson could be out to after the first week of the regular season, so that basically will give the backups, which Jaron Curse would probably take most of the snaps, but then also give Carl Tyler and Thomas Wanye some reps. They are playing behind Jaron Curse, so now they'll get more looks at the strong safety position as well. So it's a good thing that we do have the depth that we have across the board. Simply because things like this, but it's just so ironic, man, that dude, they're not even in full pads and players are going down. It's like, what is different? What is different? These guys are wearing helmets with shells on them. I mean, I understand you're protecting your investment, but God dang it. But yeah, so that's where we are with Donovan. Hopefully things turn around. We're wishing him a speedy recovery to where he can get, because he's definitely going to be missed. Also, it's been told that he was basically this guy here had 108 tackles. He played all 17 games last season, and so the dude is going to be missed. But things happen. But also in training camp, it's been reported that I don't know how true it is, but Zeke Elliott. Y'all keep saying, man, move on from Zeke Elliott, move on. But man, I tell you what, it's not me, it was the crowd. Lorenzo Reyna reported on Twitter that it was overheard in the crowd, bring Zeke back for Zeke Elliott. Bring Zeke back is what they kept saying. And the Cowboys continue to talk about Elliott in the past tense, indicating the team has moved on from the star. Yet nothing can be ruled out until Elliott signs with the new team. Head coach McCarthy discussed the franchise plan at running back with Elliott no longer with Dallas. No, I don't look at them trying to fill Zeke's role, Cowboy head coach Mike McCarthy told reporters. I mean, Zeke's a special football player. He's primary ball distribution focal point for us long before I got here, and definitely the last 3 years. So, yeah, it's been told that it was overheard in the crowd that everybody was saying, bring Zeke back. Bring Zeke back. But it's probably one of those things that it might not happen, because it looks like that the Buffalo Bills could make a run after Elliott. And it says one team to watch in Elliott's sweepstakes is the Bills, who just lost Naheem Hines to a season-ending injury. The challenge is Hines represents a completely different skill set than what Elliott offers as a goal line threat. Says Mike Fisher still views Elliott as a potential option for Buffalo. Again, man, we talk about Zeke, 12 touchdowns, 876 yards. Somebody can use him. And also been told that it's because of his pay. It's what his last pay that he received is what's hurting the running backs as far as getting paid. But it is what it is, man. They sacrificing their bodies. These guys are taking a beating. But so when we do talk about the Cowboys, I do want to share something with you. Cowboys in the running back position, and I'm looking at this running back. My question, like I said, I still have question marks because we really don't know what this running back core is going to look like. We know that Tony Pollard is our guy. Yeah, we know he went over 1,000 yards last year, and that's splitting time with Zeke. But the question is, can Pollard still be the primary back? Can he take over 15 touches? Can he take 20, 25 touches? Is that the plan? Is it that Mike McCarthy might use a 3-back rotation? We see a lot of teams doing it now. And basically this could be the cause of why, they don't want to pay the running backs because they're using more. There's no more primary back. They're using a rotation of backs. And I wouldn't like that if I'm a running back. I wouldn't like the fact that being put in and taken out, the days of old, and I understand maybe I'm an old school dude, but man, sweetness, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, go back to Roger Craig, go back to all these running backs. They were primary backs, but I guess now these owners are looking at, now that we're using 3 running backs, well, your time is split. So so we're going to pay you part-time, this rather full-time. But I do want to share this with you guys, man. And this is something that I want you guys to see when I talk about the running back. Like I said, it's just a lot of uncertainties of what we have going on in our backfield. I saw Hunter Luke. He's a big boy. And I think Rico Dowdle, he's a big boy. Those are probably the biggest 2 guys that's in the backfield compared to Malik Davis, Tony Pollard, Deuce Vaughn, and Rojo. So, but let's check this out. And this is a video of Deuce Vaughn. And the question is, will he take snaps with the team? Well, right here, he's actually running with the 3rd team, and he's getting some playing time here with the third team with Will Grier at the quarterback. So let's take a look at this. Good turn inside. The guy has a motor. He has a motor. Right here, if this lineman would have came at Devin Harper full speed, I can see Deuce Vaughn breaking this. This could probably been like a 30-yard gain right here. But again, don't allow the size to fool you. But is it possible? I know we talk about Darren Sproles, as being one of those that set the tone as far as small stature running backs to play in the league. But here, Deuce Vaughn, it's a possible, it's a possibility that he could get some playing time. And don't know. One thing I did see right here, I love his burst, but right here, it probably would have been a tackle, but it's damn near 10 yards. And he continues on, and he finishes. So, it's possible. But it's just again we were talking about the uncertainty of what this running back looks like, this running back core looks like. So also I want to share with you guys something that we talk about the receivers and looking at the receivers. Now, one person I haven't been seeing is I haven't been hearing anything about Cavante Turpin. I just haven't heard anything with Cavante Turpin, and I've been seeing a lot of Semi Fehoko and Jalen Tolbert. Now I've been seeing these guys, and I also been seeing Cropper. Cropper is another name that I've been seeing in certain videos and after doing research, but not. I'm not for certain about Cavante Turpin's role. But now, Brandon Cook was interviewed, and he had something to say about the receiving core. So let's take a look at what he had to say as well, and let's see what he had to say. Let's see here. But wait, I'm sorry. Let's get this going. But let's hear what he had to say as well. He has something to say, and let's listen what he said as far as him and C.D. Lamb and Michael Gallup being on the field together. So this is what he had to say.
I was joking the other day. I mean, you got to choose one. If we both on the same side, that safety got to choose one, and he no one's guarding him one-on-one. So he chooses to stay on top of me on something, then CD wide open and vice versa. So I think, and then you got Gallup on the back, just MG gonna do his thing, and JT showing up at camp. I mean, we got a core, so we all compliment each other in a great.
That's what he said. We got a core. Now, safety going to make up his mind which way. Listen, you going to come over and stay and play on top of me, you better watch CD. If you're going to go on top of CD, you better watch Brandon. Now, sure. Now, after watching some video on Brandon Cook, the dude is a speedster. Remind me of myself when I played. Oh, yeah, I was just as fast as Brandon Cook. I had some blazing speed. Yeah. It was. But anyway, Brandon Cook definitely has a lot of speed, man. And I was really impressed to see this guy. They showed one time where they had Stephon Gilmore challenging Brandon Cook. And my gosh, you talking about a battle, man. I mean, this is how can two people prepare each other better for a game than to see Stephon Gilmore go against Brandon Cook? Real talk. I kid you not. Real talk. It was just a great thing to see Stephon Gilmore lined up on top of Brandon Cook, and Brandon Cook lined up against Stephon Gilmore. So, but again, this is something. This is going to be a problem. This could definitely be a problem for opposing teams of who are they going to cover. And this is something we was missing with, which we had at the time. We had Amari Cooper and we had Michael Gallup. I'm sorry, I'm Amari Cooper, and we had C.D. Lamb, and we had MG at the same time. But Brandon Cook is your true slot receiver. He's your true slot receiver, and I hate to see a linebacker have to line up over him. And like he said, a safety, he's going to pick his poison. So yeah, so that's something that we have to look out for, man, and we have to be sure that we got our bases covered, okay? Because I'm like I say, my biggest thing is just the running back position. I'm just not sure what that's going to look like. But there is some other players that I have been watching. Michael Parsons continued doing what he's been doing in the past, blowing by Tyron Smith. He blew by Tyron Smith. He blew by some other folks. I mean, this guy Michael Parsons is getting better as he age. I mean, he is definitely bringing havoc and making havoc for a lot of offensive linemen. So I'm not surprised to see what Michael Parsons doing. He has a motor, and he feels that no one can stop him, and that's his mentality, and that's what he's showing on the field. One other individual I saw and I've been watching is Josh Ball. So Josh Ball is filling in for Zach Martin. Josh Ball is originally a tackle, but they have slid him into the right guard. in place of Zach Martin, and I'm not impressed. Mike Solari has some things to work on with Josh Ball or Adoba. I think that's his name. The other guy, he came in and played tackle, I believe. No, yeah, he played right tackle as well a few times, and both of those guys, it seems like they're going to need some work. Michael Parsons blew by Adoba, I think that's his name, Adoba, come from Atlanta. Ran by him a couple of times, So, but then we're talking about Michael Parsons. But Josh Ball, I'm not sure. Maybe Mike Solari could put him in a position because it's going to be very important that they keep Dak Prescott upright. So, looking at Josh Ball, I'm not sure if that's going to be the answer for right now, but I'm sure they just looking at see what that looks like. Who else? I talked about the Cavante Turpin that I haven't heard anything on Cavante Turpin. I have heard his name being called. Right now he's not separating from the rest of the group. I'm not seeing anything where he's standing out among the remaining receivers. I'm not seeing that, but maybe it's still early. Maybe next week will be better. Let me say this about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott made a great connection with Brandon Cook on just I think they was running a play and caught him deep. But yeah, you all heard he threw an interception. I don't understand how he threw that interception when the guy was covered and he missed the tight end. But it irked the hell out of me. But it is what it is. But what I did notice with this offense, that Mike McCarthy is, I don't know if I should share this, but he is running the RPOs, which I said that he did in the Green Bay in one previous video. He is running the RPOs with Dak. And I do see the linemen zone blocking, moving up to the second level. So they're double team, they're zone blocking, they'll move up to the second, in which I did a video on this before, which, yeah, again, like I said, a lot of these plays won't change, but they're just adding a little twist to the plays. But I did see that, and just that play we just saw with Deuce Vaughn, that was one of those plays, if you go back and watch that you saw the zone blocking and they moved up to the second level to pick up the linebacker, and then you have the guy pulling and moving upfield. The guy just didn't blast off the line to pick up Devin Harper. But yeah, so everything we talked about, Mike McCarthy's old offense, basically, he's still implementing that old offense, but he's putting a little twist at certain plays. So, again, we did see Dak running some RPOs. So, again, it's just the first week of training camp. We're moving into the second week. They had yesterday. They had that day off. They had Friday off. They're doing the open ceremonies today, and then they'll get back to work on Monday. So let's just stay tuned and see what happens. Hopefully, we'll hear some more about Cavante Turpin. We'll see, and let's see what this running back core looks like, and see who continues to run with the twos and who runs with the threes. So I'm still kind of want to see Hunter Luepke. I want to see Rico Dowdle. I want to see what these guys do. But anyway, so I'm taking up a lot of your time already, guys. I just want to get on here and give you an update what's going on with our Cowboys and right now where we are. As you know, and I always have to tell you again, you see the barcode up in the corner there. Basically, that QR scan. That QR scan is a QR scan for you to also own your own personal Cowboy Huddle thermal. We have two selections, and whatever fits you, you have that choice of picking the one that fits you best. But you hit on the QR scan, go to the email address, notify Arnisha which one you want. She will get that made up for you and get it shipped to you. And again, like I always say, these things actually works. They really, really work for the price. They really work. So you too can have your own personal mug. So make sure you reach out to our nation, hit the email address on there in the QR scan, and order your thermal today. So with that being said, guys, I want to make sure that you all take time to hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit all those things that helps us grow. But again, like I always want to tell you guys, I thank you for everything you have done with this channel. Because without you, we would not be where we are today. So thank you for everything and just being a part of the Cowboy Huddle. So I'm rambling, so I got to go on and move on. I got things that I got to get a brake inspection on my car, so I have to have my brakes changed. So that's where I'm on my way to. But anyway, like I always say, stay safe and be blessed. It's your boy G, the #1 Cowboy fan. Deuces.